Well, if you love Tulsa history, The Outsiders movie or museum or book, or if you just like local art, I think your next guest is really going to catch your attention. Patrick McNicholas is a local artist, tour guide, and so much more. Also, he used to work here, so you're my claim to fame, Patrick. Good morning.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would say, you know, working here has definitely influenced my projects just as a whole, so I definitely have to give a little bit of credit to everybody, and it was great seeing everybody this morning as well.
Yeah, so virtual tours. Let's talk about your virtual tours. We have some video of you hosting virtual tours of the Outsiders House and Museum, which is in North Tulsa, Independence, in St. Louis. But if people can't make it, how do they do the virtual tour?
Well, this kind of started, you know, we initially opened in August of 2019. We did bus tours, and we're going to talk about the podcast. The guy I did the bus tours with is my co-host, but we started those bus tours, and then, of course, the pandemic came out of nowhere, and then we kind of got into the virtual aspects of things, and we still are open on the weekends, but we started doing the virtual tour with a 360 camera that I was able to get, and you see it right here. And you can see the people up in the top corner. Sometimes we have a little bit more guests than that, but we have like full rooms of students, and we've done Denver, Maryland, all over the country. So, you know, Tulsa is being seen in a whole different way.
And you're guiding people through the house that was the centerpiece of the movie.
Yeah, and this is basically exactly what you see, except things have been updated. There's a few more signatures on the wall, a few more books in the cabinet there, and a little bit of everything. You know, Danny's such a great museum curator that we've had just people come from all over the country, and it's just been amazing.
Wow, this is so great. So if people want to sign up for this, they basically contact you, or they can contact the museum, and you all can point them where the right direction is?
Yeah, we're working on getting this kind of more available. Of course, you know, school just started a few months ago. So we're kind of getting everything just perfect for everybody so that we can do this at any time.
I'm a big podcast listener too, Patrick. It's what I listen to in the car, and you host a Tulsa history pod called the Tulsa Times Podcast, where you talk about all this hidden treasures. So we're going to play a clip. Here you're talking about hidden mine shafts.
Yeah, this one was fun.
Take a listen.
Some of the things that have happened over the years. In 1962, a 50-foot mine shaft just north of Archer and Yale was found. And then 10 years later, a collapsed roof during the excavation near the northwest corner of 21st and Sheridan.
This is exactly what I love listening to in my car as I'm just out and about. These types of podcasts. How do you find your subjects for these podcasts? Here's a time lapse of you setting it up. Yeah, well, you know, Tulsa's kind of full of a lot of different myths and stuff that we'd like to believe are true, but, you know, the history's a little bit different. And I use a lot of resources that include newspapers.com, which allows kind of archival information of newspapers from that period of time, and that's really what's illuminated more of this stuff than anything. And that's, you know, you can find that with the Ancestry as well and stuff like that. But yeah, it's one of the best resources in my opinion. Give me an idea of what the research went into. For just the mine shafts episode, how many hours of research did you have to do to just get all that together? Well, John there, you can see him, he always says I go down the rabbit hole, so he has to kind of, he has to put me on a limit, so I'd say too long. Tulsa Times Podcast. Yeah. Okay, the last thing, and you've been hiding this under the tables, I don't want to reveal it. Let's reveal it. These are called lenticulars. Okay. So this is Bob Wills buying a car at 12th and Main, sorry. This is the main picture of nowadays, and this is intercut with an old picture. How do people get these? Can people commission you to do these for them? Yes. I love this. Yes, although the lenticulars, you know, they were definitely more popular in the past, so getting these plastics are sometimes a little harder these days, but yeah, I still do these, and you know, instead of having a video, which my page is mainly videos, this is a way to kind of physically show it. And these can be found in a few different museums. You know, I've had a Philbrook exhibit open for over a year and a half now. So our old TV station. KOTV here, which I always try to do. And this is an outsider's image, so take an image from the movie, which you see there at night, and then composite it where that neighborhood is, and that's just 2 blocks from the house as well. So if I were to say, okay, I have a family picture, maybe I have a loved one, or something, so people can just approach you and say, hey, I'd like one of these done for like our family or our old house that my grandma lived in or something, right?
Yeah, and you know, certain areas have more history than others, so you know, I love to reach out or have those people reach out to me and be able to talk about family history and then just keep this thing going, you know, stronger than ever.
How do people contact you if they have any questions about what we've talked today? We've covered a lot of ground. What's the best way to get a hold of you?
I think tulsapass.com and then /links. You'll find everything right through there, or just tulsapass.com. You'll be able to find it. And yeah, there's plenty of stuff on there. Like I said, probably too much, but yeah.
Patrick McNicholas, thank you so much. And it's good to see you here at Channel 6 again.
Appreciate it.
Here at 9:48.